One of the things about building on an old coal mine, you're dealing with a whole lot of ground conditions that aren't typical of what you're going to find on a normal virgin piece of land. So our preparation really starts well below the surface. This site was what they call bored and pillared, which meant that when they won the coal from the site, they effectively ran an underground road network that looks a little bit like the New York road network on a grid basis. So the board is the run where they take the coal out, and then the pillars are effectively the slabs of coal that they leave in place to make sure that the roof doesn't collapse. The mine caught fire in the early 70s and burnt for the best part of 20 years. The pillars were the things that caught fire. The mining company had to do to put that fire out was fill effectively all those boards up with a slurry, like a grout, to smother that fire. In a typical building of a road sense, we've had to spend the last 12 months just getting to where you want to be when you come onto a site to start building a road. The golden rule of designing a road is manage your water, manage your drainage. Our engineering partners, Groundswell Engineering, have spent hundreds of man hours designing the drainage design for 5.5 kilometre track corridor. So there's thousands and thousands of hours and tons of material that in the end end up looking like a big flat piece of dirt. But that's exactly what we want to be right now.
Because we're on an old coal mine, we need to strip out everything that was sort of imported into the site. So we got down to what was a fairly reasonable subgrade, but in certain spots it wasn't going to pass tests, so we have to dig it out, and we put a select material in just to get us to the point where we have a subgrade that will pass a roll test. If it gets the tick from council, we'll then be able to essentially start running in road base.
We're using the fly ash, which is the byproduct of burning coal in a power station. So that ash is then being combined with quarry materials to create an EnviroAg product. It's a fantastic product that we've used that creates a nice, stable road base with a lower environmental impact.
Oh look, yeah, we're paying a ton of money to the world's best track designers. We've got to do the design justice. Like, we need to be across every detail. We need to get this thing millimetre perfect, because if we don't, and we're running cars high speed out there, we're going to have issues. We need to get this spot on. So it starts out here with simple things like an entry road. We want to make sure that this road is perfect, and then it will translate then into the go-kart track. So we'll run a test case with the pavement designers on the go-kart track, which is exactly the same design team, the exactly same construction team as we'll use for the main track.
Everyone wants to see tar, but it's like the final coat of paint. You know, that's the easy bit. You've got to get all the other stuff underneath it right before you can put that tar down and know that it's not gonna fail.